Hey, hello investors, welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a stop loss on your options contract. Now, in every video, I always ask you to do yourself a favor, which is always make sure you have an exit strategy before entering into any option contract. For today's video, we're going to be going through one of those exit strategies. So, if you're new to options trading, or you're trying to use option trading as a side hustle, or just to make some extra money to complement your regular 9 to 5, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. And you can too if you decide to go ahead and learn these different option strategies. Now, with options, you always have to make sure you know what you're doing. Especially, you always have to ensure that you have an exit strategy before getting into any option contract. The other thing you need to be aware of before trading any kind of option is always make sure that you do your own due diligence before investing. Now, despite what you've been told, there's only one sure way for you to learn options, and that's by getting your hands dirty, which means you need to actually go into the options and you need to practice, practice, practice. That being said, today we're going to go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, getting down and dirty with options just means that we're going to be showing you the exact option strategy example for today. We're going to be walking you through exactly what we do in order for you to be able to follow along with us and probably adopt this into your own portfolio. For today's video, we're going to be using none other than Sound AI, ticker SOUN. So let's go ahead and get started. So before we get into the option stop loss, I want to bring something to you guys' attention, which is going to be price alerts, and I'm going to show you guys how to set that up. The reason why you should always do price alerts is because you want to get a notification whenever any stock in your portfolio hits a certain range. Now, every single stock has a price alert. So for this one, Sound AI, we're going to go to this little bell icon right here to the top. We're going to go ahead, we're going to go into it, and then this pop-up is going to appear. Now, under the price alerts, you're going to have two options, which is going to be you could either set up a price alert or you could set up an indicator alert. Now, for the indicator alert, that's a more advanced strategy because you're going to need to know the charts. You need to know your technical analysis in order for you to know where to set your price alerts. For today's video, we're just going to focus on the price alerts only. So with the price alerts, you're going to go down to the top and you're going to hit add alert. Now, before we do that, just remember, in this case, you're going to be adding a notification on Robinhood. Always remember the second step. The second step is going to be to allow notifications on your actual mobile device. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to add alert. And once again, you're going to have two options. Option number one is a price move above alert, which you can set if you want to be notified when the share price moves above a certain price. Now, the other option you have is price moves below. Now, this one is my favorite because I'm an option trader. I usually like to get price alerts when the price goes below a certain price. I like to get in at a good price. So with the price moves below, you're going to get a notification whenever the price hits below a certain price. So let's use Sound AI, for example. If you buy Sound AI right now at the share price of $10.86 and you want to protect yourself, you're of the mindset that if Sound Alert drops below $10, I want to get out of the stock, then you simply go in here and you type in $10. You hit save and that's it. Whenever Sound, if it does hit the $10 mark, you will get a notification to your phone and then you could go ahead and use that information as you will. Now let's go ahead and get back to setting a stop loss. Now, when setting stop losses, it's quite easy to set a stop loss if you want to buy shares of a stock or if you want to sell shares of a stock. For today's video, however, we're going to go through how to do the stop loss on an actual option contract. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go into one of the actual option contracts that I do have in my portfolio. Okay, so here we are on Sound AI, and this is a $15.5 call. Now, hopefully you guys are a more advanced level of option trader, so you guys understand what this here means. Now we're going to go down for a bit and we're going to go through this option contract. As you can see here, the current price of this option is 0.11, meaning if you were to enter this exact same option contract, which is a sell call, on this exact same expiration date, you will be receiving 11 cents. However, when I do it, the average price you see right here, I receive $32. Now, me personally, I do not like to let my option contract go to expiration. I like to close them before. So as you can see here, the nominal return is $21 and the percentage return is 65%. However, I like to close off these option strategies when it hits a 75% return or higher, which is going to be an additional $3. So what we're going to do in order to get to that 75%, we're going to do a simple calculation. What we're going to do is that we're going to multiply our average credit we receive by 25%. Because if you're going to close out your option contract at a 75% return, that means you're going to be giving back 25% to the market. Now, 25% of this 0.32 here is going to work out to be $8. So once you do the math, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up our stop loss. So I'm going to show you the easy way, then I'm going to show you the more advanced way. So now that we know the price that we want to pay to get out of this option contract, now we're going to go ahead and set our stop order. So we're going to go right here. We're going to choose the amount of contracts. Let's just put 1. Then we're going to choose the price which we determine. And the price we determine is $8. So we don't mind paying back $8 in order to get out of this option contract. So let's go ahead. We're going to put 0.08. We're going to go down here. We're going to put good till cancel. So the reason you want to set up good till cancel instead of good for the day, if come end of the day, if your price right here is not triggered, then you would need to set up this trade again the following day. But with good till cancel, you have at least 90 days or until expiration date in order for this strike price to hit to get you out of the option contract. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit review, and there we have it. So what is telling you, like I said, this was a sell call. So what it's telling you is that I'm willing to pay back $8 or 25% of my returns in order to exit this option strategy. So that right there is the easy way of setting a stop limit order to exit the option strategy. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the more advanced way of setting your stop limit order in order for you to exit an option strategy. Now, the way I'm showing you right now is going to be the exact same if you were doing a cash secured put instead of a covered call. So we're going to click the little arrow right down here, and now we're going to go to stop limit order. So for this example, we're going to use the exact same parameters. We're going to leave 0.08 because we determined that we want to get out of our contract when we have hit the 75% return. So it's going to be the same. We're going to enter one contract. We're going to put the limit price we have, and this here just shows you what the current rate is if you were to close this immediately. But we're going to use the 0.08 because we determined that's when we want to get out. Now you have the stop price right here, and ideally these two price here, which is your limit price and your stop price, should be the same. However, if you want, you could change this just a little bit and go just one down, which is going to be 0.07. So your first line of defense is going to be your limit price, which is also going to be your market price. So once you're up 75% and the price of this contract hits 0.08, you're going to be stopped out. So you don't have to worry. Nothing else needs to be done on your end. Now, let's say it's an extremely volatile time and this price gets blown by. Then you have your second line of defense, which is going to be 0.07. The 0.07 here, or the stop price, tells you this is the least you want to pay in order for you to get out of this option contract. And once again, you're going to put in good till cancel. Now, it is extremely important for you guys to learn to do your stop limit order or your stop losses whenever doing any option contract. Stop losses is not only if you were to buy shares or sell shares, it can also be used for option contracts as well. And I highly advise that you guys get accustomed to doing these with your portfolio. It really, really helps if you're away from your computer or you're away from your phone and you want to get out of the stock before something happens. Now, if you guys found any value in this video, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And in case there's anyone out there that you know that's trying to grow a small portfolio, well, it so happens to be that's what we specialize in. Feel free to share this video with them. And until the next video, keep pushing your investments.